Crazy. All right, let's get started. So the first order of business is let's start talking about, before we get into, we have an amazing group of artists here today. Sari, Katrin, and Riku is going to be sharing our first art online exhibition. And because there's not a lot of people today because of Memorial Day, etc., we're going to make a video of this, guys. So even though we only have a few people here, we're going to spread it out, okay? So what you guys have done, we'll make a nice little video of this. I'm recording it now. That being said, let's talk about upcoming workshops, okay? The first,
or let's talk first about because
what?
A lot of people here, because it's Monday evening. A lot of people, it's hard for work. I mean Monday morning, so it's like really hard for people to join. Like we talk to people and
in LA, that's true.
Yeah, people. So is there any possibility maybe do it sometimes another day or Saturday?
Go back to Sunday. I'm happy to go back to Sunday.
Yeah, I mean Sunday.
Or Saturday or Friday.
I was thinking Friday because that's the end of the week and people are less busy on Friday usually.
Okay.
Like Friday, well, Friday night won't work, Manny. It won't work for Finland.
No. And Saturday night.
Well,
We'll be out partying.
Yeah, right. I know, partying in the house. You know what we'll do? We'll take a poll. I'll make a survey, and then we'll send it out to everybody if there is another date, and maybe we, or something, we try it or something like that and see how it goes. And
yeah, we can try it. Yeah.
Alistair?
Yeah. So I was just going to suggest that maybe if we rotated it, so we had, like one meeting one time and the next another time, and then some people, because one's never going to suit everybody, and then at least people can manage to work out between the two. I don't know.
Okay, no, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that we had other, different days.
Okay, so maybe that's what we'll do, starting not next week because we already have something, but the following week. We'll make a note. Yes, Pia.
I have a question. So basically, if it's, for example, if it's here, let's say 10 o'clock in the morning in Finland, what time is it in LA?
It's like, well, 10 in the morning.
It's midnight.
Midnight.
Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing maybe we could do actually is.
So what would be your ideal evening time?
6 in the morning for us would work for you guys.
Oh my God, no way.
No,
I was at a contra dance at 5 in the morning in Seattle. It was great.
That's actually true, Cindy. Yeah, the only time is evening. That's when I was making all my calls when we were in Europe. Yeah. But let's make a poll and then we'll do like another, kind of thing.
Yeah, so people can give suggestions.
Yeah.
So we'll see,
I'll make a Survey Monkey thing. And then, okay, now let's talk about the following week. So next week, hold on one second. And then Cindy, I want to bring it to what you want to say about what you guys are going to be doing. We're going to all do. So the next Action Mondays are 6/1. Music Beyond All Borders is going to be doing musical interventions from confetti to spaghetti. How to create impact together, a top network specialist in Future Lab. So basically it's going to be about music and musical and all these different, and creating an impact together, and that's next week. And then the following week is going to be creating impact together, and then we're doing on the 15th, 7 Keys to Citizenship with Radical Visions and Citizen Network in Scotland. So we've got a lot of good stuff coming up. That being said, looking forward to end of June, I wanted to bring up the topic of seniors. And Cindy, then you can kind of parlay, and Pia, what you guys are going to be, what we want to support you and, contribute to what you're doing. But what we've done in Los Angeles so far for seniors is reach out to like the Veterans Association, the Department of Health and Aging in California State, Mary Beth, who's also works for the library. So one people from there, and then I forget who else. But the idea is, at the end of the month, we're going to have this big discussion. June, we're going to have a big discussion on seniors, because in America, at least, they're not allowed to even congregate, the seniors amongst themselves. So I think we think it's a really important topic, especially right now as we're opening up, to have their voices heard, because a lot of them obviously can't even. I was like, can I bring a senior on to talk from the Los Angeles? But we can't even really do that. So we have to have representatives that work there. So anyways, so if you guys know of any groups, Finland and all these other Europe, what I'm hoping is we can bring LA, California to Europe and see what you guys are all doing, and then have a discussion.
And we did reach out to Finland for
yeah.
the Circle of Friends. That was last year in the festival. Did they?
Not yet.
So, and then I think at some point we should have another art thing, because I've been trying to invite artists from here. We have Marshall and other people. So, but that we can schedule that later.
But Cindy and Pia, that being said, on seniors, can you guys talk, and then we can open the floor to everybody else about what they think. Cindy, Pia, you want it? Cindy, you're up.
Okay. Well, the thing was, you might tell about Lukkan. We talked about it with Pia yesterday on the phone. But last fall, when did we start? In the middle of winter sometime. We started a series of talks at Lukkan, which is a place in downtown Helsinki, a really nice integration center, and it's got many activities there. And every second Sunday we had an event. It wasn't extremely successful because we had difficulties getting advertising and people to turn up. So then coronavirus hit, and that was the end of that. But we had scheduled for the whole season, right up until May. And we had several people that we had learned to know through Kukunori meetings that had said they would come and do an event and present their organization and things like this. So we sort of had the whole season scheduled and was looking pretty good, except for the fact that we were having difficulties getting people to attend. But we thought everything takes time. So now anyway, it stopped, and they just contacted me yesterday and asked if we are willing to continue it, because they thought it was such a great idea. They're very enthusiastic about new labels, and they were enthusiastic about the programs that we had. Some of them we did tape, and Pia was talked most of the time because she had different programs that she was doing. But we had other people scheduled who we haven't seen yet. So we were offered this spot yesterday, and he said he had to fight for our spot because it's on Sunday at 1 o'clock. And I called Pia and asked her what she wanted to do. And we both agreed that we do not want to do this all by ourselves anymore, because so far, just about every program we have done by ourselves. We plan it, we go there, we set it up, we get ready, we sit and wait for nobody to turn up. The one time that people turned up, we had to really coerce people that we knew to come there. So this is our problem. And now we have, I should tell him tonight, which is after this meeting, if we're gonna take this time slot, and continue with it. And in order for us to do that, I would really like to find out if we can have support from other people in the movement, in the Kukunori, in whoever. We need other people to support us and come to these events, talk in these events, present something in the events, attend the events. It's a great location, perfect place, wonderful equipment. There's a kitchen there, free coffee we can use. I mean, it's such a great opportunity.
One thing, at least, if it's in the evenings, then we could have Zoom or Facebook streaming here in so we could participate remotely. If you are there in person, and then we can be like we did in Kukunori.
That's true. It's 1 o'clock. It's a bad time for you guys.
Yeah.
1 o'clock. Okay.
What Lukkan also wants to do is to stream it.
Yeah.
Their goal is also to stream it anyway. Yeah.
Cindy, are you going to be still meeting in person?
Well, I asked about that, and he said, "Oh, that's the idea." And I thought, yeah, right. But probably my feeling is probably what's going to happen is they have to book their schedule so they can apply for the funding which they normally have.
I see.
Right.
And probably what will happen, and he says they're preparing equipment and stuff, and they're preparing to do it offline, because I said I don't think, you know, I'm going to come there in August.
Well, let's do this. If you can do it in the evening, what I would like to do, and maybe start having planning committees. So in Lucan, if we can start having kind of a secondary meeting where we're going to start in June anyways. But maybe we can do it more planning on the festival, like different kind of stuff. That'll be our first, at least our first topic, unless unless you guys object. And then it'll be kind of separate from our action Mondays or Saturdays or whatever, we're going to vary. But it would have to be in the evening. And I think especially with,
What day was it that you were planning to do it?
Well, it's been all last winter it was 1 o'clock on Sundays.
Okay.
we can
Which
do
is
it.
really a perfect time for people who live,
Yeah.
nearby.
Because I don't think right now anyways, a lot of people are going to show up in a closed place. So can we all talk about, and then I'll create a flyer, Cindy, for it too, and we'll put it up on our Facebook. But
Okay.
if you want to start, maybe not this upcoming Sunday, but the following Sunday, and that'll be our planning.
Oh, we're not going to start until August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So let's start promoting it, and that'll
Okay.
be the first one will be planning the festival. That'll
But
be.
we need to check. But
What?
we need to check with them first.
Okay, yeah, check with them. Yeah.
Check with who?
With Luca, no?
Lucan has booked us for 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. But he did say that he had to fight for our time slot because other people wanted it. So probably they wouldn't mind
Okay.
So
if we change the time.
one question about the online, then would that mean we would have to go there in order then to stream something or no?
That I don't know.
From home.
I don't know. These are details that I don't know. All I
Yeah.
know is right now,
Doesn't
do
make any
we
sense.
have a team to help us,
Yeah.
or should I book it? Should I not?
I think.
The secondary thing was Lucan had been planning even before we got involved. There's a theater group, and Lucan is cooperating to have a theater which they will present in a city theater about domestic violence and problems and difficulties and things. I forget what it was called. It's supposed to be also humorous but educational at the same time, and that also got stopped in its tracks. And they had, intended for us to be a part of it.
Right.
Oh, well.
Let's
We're
do it.
hoping that we can be involved in that. We're hoping to get it going again. Of course, we would like to be involved in that too, because
Let's
it's
do it.
Yeah.
Let's
And
do
they
it.
should, they can participate in our meetings sometimes.
Yeah. Let's get them.
Yeah,
Okay, hey, guys. Now we have. Cindy, is there anything else? Because it's 9.
that's it.
Okay. Pia, is there anything else?
Nope.
No? Okay. All right, because I want to make sure we get this started for our, does anybody else, before we start on this online, first of all, let's welcome Tim. Hello, Tim. Good to see you, Tim. Tim's so excited right now. You can see good to see you all. Neasley, good to see you, and welcome, William. Good to see you. Now, we're so excited today because we have a special guest, 3 special artists that are going to have a lot of good time. So obviously I didn't think about the order and didn't talk to anybody. So we're going to kind of go in this direction. So sorry, do you want to start with you, and then we'll go to Riku and then Katrin, because you're going to be having us move and dance in the kitchen. Would it be okay if you go last? Or do you want to go in the middle, Katrin?
Last is okay.
Is it okay?
Last is good.
All right. So everybody's going to get about 10 to 15 minutes. So that way we end at 10. So sorry, you're going to be up first. Now, did you want to introduce the video, or do you want to play the video and then say a few words?
I was thinking that I would say a few words first.
Perfect.
As an introduction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now?
You're on.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Sari, and I'm from Vantaa in Finland. And I'm going to say a couple of words of my art. which I'm not an artist at all, but I have, about a year ago, I have kind of like found this outlet for myself, which means that I have been doing art therapy sessions now for almost a year, once a week. And before I started this, I thought I have not got any creativity in me, or it just wasn't me. And I happened to see this leaflet about an art therapist, and I thought, well, why not give it a try? And my goodness, very quickly did I realize that it was an amazing channel to get to know myself more in a different way, to express the subconscious without realizing what I'm doing. And when I'm doing the images, I have no idea what's going to come on the paper. It just sort of like flows. And we do have a theme normally. There's a 10-minute catch-up before we start, and the therapist suggests a theme, and I normally just go with it. So I do the art for about 20 minutes to half an hour, and then we look at it, and more often than not, I can see there's a message, a meaning, or some kind of a revelation develops for me. And it's almost like the images speak to me. They tell me what I need to look at into my life, or it sort of like reveals me something from my past. And you know, it's just wonderful. And this continues to be a wonderful outlet on my journey, and I'm planning to continue with it. And I have realized that creativity is there for everyone to explore. You just have to be kind of like ready to jump in. And now I would like to give the stage to Pia, who has done the music to my art.
Well, hi, I'm Pia, and I haven't done the music. That was Sibelius.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
But basically, when I said to Sari, oh yeah, I could put the pictures into a video, because I had time on my hands. And when I looked at the pictures, there were some that spoke more to me than others. And so I chose those that did something to me. And when I looked at them, this piece by Sibelius came to mind, Valse Triste. And so I decided to use that because that's what the pictures told me. I've never done this before in that way. I really enjoyed it. Time was flying by. And to me, creativity just means, expressing myself in some way, be it through words, dance, singing, knitting, sewing something or fixing something. Even washing the dishes can be a creative act, So it's about just being present and lost at the same time. And yeah, so I hope that it works now with the video, because usually we have a bit of problems with showing them here on Zoom. But yeah,
that's my cue. Hold on. All right, can everybody see it okay?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Play. I have to do it.
Put it up. I can't hear.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Well, it's because it's
Oh,
very,
it's
very
low
low.
at first.
No.
Okay.
All right. All right. Hold on. All right, Ev. Yay, Pia. Yay. And sorry. You know,
Thank you.
if it's okay, sorry if you want to say anything, or do you want to open up for questions or comments?
No, I'm happy to open up
All
for
right.
questions, comments, whatever.
Well, we want to say how great that was. We saw it now, what, 3-4 times?
Yes, every time it's as beautiful, but you can see different things, right? When you see art, so art should be like really
Yeah.
seen many times, and it is the music is perfect, and it's kind of
Yeah.
like a very, very emotional, and I love color, so it's,
Very great.
wonderful art, and this
Oh, thank you.
is a way to present it.
Any
Yes.
Cindy Neasley, anybody want to say anything? William?
It was beautiful. I loved it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It was very beautiful and moving.
All right.
It was quite wonderful.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Pia.
I really appreciate it. It feels as if, and it could just be technology, but it seemed that it might have worked. As the colors were getting brighter, and as the art itself was getting clearer, the volume of the music was going up.
Mm-hmm.
And then it sort of like ended on this beautiful pinkish, all those bright, my favorite colors. So yeah, I loved it. I was like, my text kept going because I'm dealing with a challenge right now. I'm counseling somebody, but I didn't want to miss the call, so I'm trying to keep them doing what they're supposed to be doing. And I'm like, leave me alone.
But it's also online.
Yeah.
So you can watch it, again. And
oh no, I got to see all of it, and I liked seeing it with everybody, because then I feel like but I will definitely see it again. But I love that upswing, and I just felt that the paintings and the emotions were getting brighter. The darkness was lifting a little bit. There was more clarity coming through. So yeah.
That was Pia's talents, wasn't it?
That was Sibelius. The music was Sibelius. But,
you chose it.
I did. Yeah. But I really have to say that I love the music and I love the paintings, but it's really paying off to watch it online, not through Zoom, because I'm extremely sensitive to sounds, and I don't know I was just cringing all the time, because it's painful to me, to my ears. It was painful to hear because it was so cut off all the time. And but
yeah, it was a bit too slow as well.
Yeah, it was kind of, so it makes really sense. For me it was, it's more enjoyable to watch it differently. But anyway, thanks for the opportunity.
Oh yes, thank you.
All right, that being said, our next artist for our online art exhibition is going to be, did anybody else have anything they wanted to say? Anybody? Alistar?
Yeah, I was just going to say that I like the variation in styles. There were some of them that were quite, active. They were very, there was lots of streaks and, a lot of motion in it. And then there was some that were quite sort of serene and gentle and very, watercolory, so the sense of emotions that came through of the kind of the frantic versus the calm, I thought was really good how, and the mix with the music, how it took you on a little journey.
Great. All right, so anybody else have anything? No? Okay, so that being said, your next artist is Riku.
Yes, I'm ready.
You're up.
Okay. Thank you for Pia and Sari for that great presentation and great classic music. I had something to say about that too, but I'm going to start with this presentation. And when you do music, it comes in 3 sections. and those are writing music, the lyrics, and making the music for the second, for the lyrics, and then performing it or doing it on the studio, recording music in the studio. And then you can have just one piece of idea and put it as a music, do the whole song from that one idea. And this next song I'm gonna perform is done that way. And it's an idea from my childhood when I was just 5 years old. And it's called Motor Day. And it has a story that tells the story about motorcycling and how it does feel and how it does happen for a person. And I'm gonna sing it right now. Once again, I'm ready to hit the road, take a ride in the George's motorcycle. I just feel so big when I'm sitting on it. I don't know how long I will be alive, just the days that I will spend on these wheels. One day I just wanted to try something wild, and this is what I did. And the one thing I gotta admit, that it's dangerous, but I'm not scared. Day after day, I go for a new adventure. I just love being life like this. One day I'm gonna say that, whoa, it's a motor day. Whoa, another motor day. Whoa, it's another motor day. Whoa, it's a motor day. Whoa, another motor day. Whoa, it's another motor day. And that was a song called Motor Day. And then I'm gonna quickly tell a little bit about different music making. And
you're shaking the camera. You want to hold it straight so we can see you. That's good, because I want to record this. So don't shake it so much if you can. That's perfect.
Okay.
Good. Keep going.
Yeah. And so when you're doing classical music, that's much harder, because it's just such a big process. And I have done some, and it has been very interesting, because it has so many of concentration, and you gotta really put yourself to the mood. I mean, to write classical music, that you will succeed on it. And when you do an impression of a piece of music, you also have to be such in the mood to do something very exciting and create something that you won't expect to happen. Yes. So that's about it. And hope you like my song and this presentation of doing art and doing music. Thank you.
Thank you, Rico. And we hope that we keep, you keep performing us during, our sessions every time.
Great.
Yeah.
Really good song, Rico.
How was the presentation?
It was great.
Yeah. Really opened up.
Did anybody have anything for Rico? Any comments, questions?
a very catchy tune.
Thank you.
I like it. Ooh,
Quite good from a 5-year-old.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I've been a motorbike rider since the age of 17 all the way through my life, and I associate with a sense of freedom and adventure, and I thought that your song really captured a bit of that.
Yeah, okay. Great hearing that. Thank you.
Anybody else have anything? No. Hello, Marshall. Hi. Anybody else have anything they want to say to Riku? Well, we're going to post one of his songs on the Facebook. Just sent. So I'll post that this week. Send it to everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Right now, okay?
Okay.
Great. Well, thank you, Riku. Thank you. Very good. And now, last but not least, Katrin, you are up.
Hi, I'm Katrin. I'm a performance artist from Vienna, Austria, and I would like to dance with you all today. I'm kind of an exercise because I found when in this time of the lockdown that actually it's also nice that we can maybe refund our creativity. What Sari said, I liked a lot. So let's continue like this to just go into yourself and find out. And I would like to structure this so that we do a little bit of exercises, and then everybody puts on his or her own music, but mute. And then the third part that we unmute and we have all this cacophony, you know, we have all this different music and loud, and we all dance differently together. I don't know, it's a exercise. Maybe we could try like this. Yes?
Yes.
So actually what we need for movement, or is it clear for everybody?
Yeah.
But it's a bit like free jazz.
So what we need for
So
it's totally free.
Jazz.
It's actually because what dance is or movement is, you need a body and you need a space. So we do a little bit of an exercise, and you feel totally free. You can dance like sitting or laying down, or like only your hand dances, or only your eyes, or as you like, you know. Or you can change. Maybe you start with your shoulder and then you dance totally. Yeah.
Okay. And
totally free. Really, you are safe. Nobody's going to. We have no labels, no walls. Not say you're a bad dancer, you're a good dancer, you're a crazy dancer. It doesn't matter. Just do whatever you like, and nobody's going to come and do something to you because you're alone. You're totally safe. So first is maybe you close your eyes for a moment. And breathe in and breathe out, maybe 3-5 times. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now let your think on your head. Just concentrate on your head, on your shoulders, on your arms, on your hands, on your body, pelvis, legs. And breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now we open our eyes. And we look around, we look on the ceiling. And just as if we were children being in this room for the first time, just being aware of, trying to see where we are. Trying to get a little bit of our senses. What do we smell now? What do we hear? Okay. So now we are really here. Dance, and then we can also look to the camera. Maybe we want to dance with somebody we see here, but with our own music, okay?
Okay.
I will also mute. If you feel shy, you can just close your eyes for a moment. So now, one by one, let's put on all our music and look at each other.
Wait a minute. Moving, jazzy, funky, house, dance.
You can unmute your computer, put on your music. Did you all hear it?
No, louder, louder, louder. Okay. Okay, thank you. It's good.
All right.
Okay, thank you. That was it.
Now I'm gonna mute everybody. And then, okay, Katrin, you're up.
Oh yes, this was an experiment. I think we should do this even, we should concentrate also on the positive sides of this lockdown and just use more our freedom. And I don't know how it was for you. I thought it would be more of a cacophonia, but for me, my music was very loud, so I couldn't really hear the others. And maybe
That's great.
But thank you for dancing with me. I think it's also, I like it to dance with you, you know, to see the others dancing also.
Yes, thank you.
I think.
Yes, thank you, because it's good, because now I feel like dancing more, but sometimes when you're just by yourself and nobody tells you or gives like an incentive, you don't do it. But now it's like, why don't we dance here every day?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Is there anybody have anything to say?
Yeah. It's just good energy.
Tim, anything you want to say? I saw you dancing. What happened? How'd you like it, Tim?
Well, that was fun. Thank you. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Elizabeth, how'd you like it?
That's totally fun.
All right.
Good.
Does anybody else have anything they want to say? Maybe we can do this for our festival. Have a big Zoom dance-a-thon in our kitchens.
I think Riku wants to say something.
Oh, Riku.
I love to dance, and it was very great.
All
Thank you.
Very good. Anybody else have anything they want to say?
Yeah, it was a bit like I think a silent disco idea. I've never done a silent disco before, but that everybody dancing to their own music, I think that's really good, because everybody's got their own ideas and their own things that, you know, that move them. And I think having your own tunes is just really good.
Fantastic. Lasse, anything you want to say?
Pia wants to say something.
Pia.
Now you want me to unmute. You didn't let me unmute. Anyway.
We don't see it here.
Decide what you want. No, it was real nice. Thank you so much. It was real fun to dance. But yeah, I also heard my music the most. So I don't know how you can get to do that you know, you could hear other people's musics also on Zoom.
It's hard on Zoom. It's just Zoom is not the.
There is actually there is an app that you can use, for example, for karaoke, to sing karaoke together. I haven't downloaded it yet, but I heard of it. Have you heard of it, Tim? You say no, don't use it, or don't give us the idea of singing karaoke together.
but
basically, I mean, apparently with that you can share whatever. I think it's even called Share Whatever something app, and so you can share whatever you're listening to. So,
oh, nice.
maybe we need
But all of the same on the same time.
Yes, yeah. So everybody would have to have that app, and so everybody would hear everything what the others hear at the same time.
Yeah.
That's what I understand. So that's that's how you can sing together at the karaoke.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. Yeah.
So but maybe we could consider something like that. But everybody then would have to have that app too. So.
All right.
I loved it because I got my little cardio on. I didn't make it out to my walk before the call because I had a call before that, so I feel like I got something moving. But what I'd like to share is instead of everyone sharing their music at the same time, maybe one person at a time so that we can actually enjoy that other person's music.
Oh, good idea, Neasley. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
That way, even if it's a few seconds, but I can enjoy your music and you can enjoy mine, or I can enjoy, Alistair's music. Yeah.
Why don't we do that now very quickly? That we just have a little dip into what everybody was actually listening and dancing.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah.
You want to start, Pia?
Or Neasley.
Sure.
Then Neasley after. Okay, Pia, you're up.
Okay, here you go. Hang on, I'll put it from the beginning. Tell me, I wonder if anybody knows it.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we have something special down here at Birdland this evening. A recording for Blue Note Records.
Ooh.
I have to finish it now. I can't stop listening.
I see.
All right, Neasley, what were you listening to?
Well, I was listening to what was on my iPad. I just hit the first thing, and that's what I was listening to yesterday morning. So it's it's a worship song.
It's like very Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a Haitian gospel song.
Yeah.
The tempo gets faster, so I'm able to walk further.
All right. Who's next?
Because I'm trying to get to 4 miles, and I just
Great.
William, what were you listening to?
I was listening to a worship song as well. I don't know if you can hear it.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Ooh.
Sea and sky, I have heard my people cry.
All right.
That's what I was listening to.
Like that.
Very cool.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Alistar, what were you listening to?
Okay, so I was listening to something a bit very different. Joy Division, Disorder. Not really a dancey tune, but it's just like.
Hey, that's a little upbeat.
Definitely moving music.
The lyrics though are quite dark. It's about his struggle with manic depression. So although it's kind of that juxtaposition of it is quite dancey, but the lyrics are about his loss of control and stuff like that. It's well worth a look up. Disorder by Joy Division. If you
All
want.
right, Disorder, I like it. Last day, what were you listening to?
Are you ready to hear?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, heavy metal. That's good. I like it, Lassie. Yeah. Very
The
good.
one and only Finland's Eurovision Song Contest winning song.
Great, great. Elizabeth, what were you listening to? Which song is
That's right.
I love it. Very nice. Oh, now it froze. What song was that, Elizabeth? What song was that, Elizabeth?
So it's a vibrate. It's for vibration. It's to heighten our vibration, and it's to attract prosperity. It's actually good for money flow.
Let's play it again.
Yeah, we have to start listening to it.
And Tim, what were you?
So you can.
Well, I used this so you can hear, but the artist was The Weeknd, and the song was Blinding Lights.
All right.
It is really cool.
And sorry?
I was listening to this one. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool.
Go ahead.
I know.
My favorite.
And Riku, what were you listening to?
Yeah, there's been a song on the radio that I have listened to more than a couple of times, and I don't know artist and or the name of the song, but it goes something like this: in your eyes, well, something has been burning my eyes. In your eyes, something special down in your eyes. It's a great pop song.
All right.
All right.
And Marshall, were you listening to anything? No, that's a no. What? No, you weren't? Okay. Okay, so everybody, thank you all for participating in our first online art exhibition. Yay!
Cindy, you didn't get Cindy.
Oh, Cindy, I forgot you. I'm sorry, Cindy. I got it. Okay, go. It's all right. It's hard to see all of everybody.
Yeah, whatever.
I know.
Are you
I
ready?
got you, Cindy. I got your back.
Thank you.
Polka. I love it. I love it. Very cool, Cindy. What was it? What polka was it?
Turn it off now. They're called Hausbrutarna.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
because I dance folk dances, so it's one of our bands.
Oh, is that the Britain that's with the sticks?
No, it's
No, that's not Morris dances. It's Finland's folk dances. I dance them both, but yeah.
Wow, very cool.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so
what would we do?
next, oh, does it? Okay, so we did Benny Goodman.
Nice.
But okay, so next week, because it's 10:07, we want to just recap. So next week we are gonna have, hold on, let me pull it up. We're gonna have Music Beyond All Borders with Adam Christofen. So Christofen from Musical Intervention. So we're gonna have a lot of music next week. This meeting was a little 13 participants, not bad for Memorial Day. I'm gonna try to get more people as well for next week. But please let your friends know, because starting in June, we're gonna start really building this festival out. There's a flyer that we made for the festival that I think I emailed everybody. Oh, Katrin, did we put your music? I think we did. No, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
No, what'd you say?
It was on the radio. It was just random.
Oh, it's random. Very good.
I wanted to say something about this. So I just wanted to say something about this dance thing, because I think it's so fantastic to do something together. And you know, I love dance, so I could have like a couple minutes every meeting to dance, either start or end, or everybody singing karaoke or something, so that
Good idea.
we'll do like there's one action doing together.
Okay.
So anybody who has ideas, or you know, if you wanna, I love dancing or anything doing together, right?
All right. Yeah, let's do that. Why don't we, every time someone hosts, they have to do an activity with everybody together at the end. That's part of hosting duties.
Okay.
So Tim, you're going to be hosting next time. I'm just kidding. I'm telling you, you're host. No, yes, that's a yes. Oh, that's yes?
Yes, that's
absolutely.
yes.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, no problem, Tim. Loud and clear, loud and clear. Hey, all right. So everybody, next week we got Adam Christopher from Connecticut, from New Haven. So please let your friends know, music intervention. Tell your friends. Let's get a lot of new faces like we have today with Tim and some other people. We're gonna make a video from this, so everybody will see each other hopefully dancing on the video. And who wants to be, for all serious, who wants to be a host? William, can you be the host next week? Do you mind? Just basically, you just have to intro the meeting, and then Adam's gonna take it away.
Yeah, I could do.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, William. And then just think of one thing we can do at the end all together, too.
Will do.
Fantastic. Okay, so that being said, everybody have a great week. June, we're gonna go really a lot of start planning the big festival online. And anybody else have anything they want to say to close it up? Okay. Oh, yes, Riku.
Yeah, I want to thank you, everybody, and it was great to dance and hear everybody, to have chat with everybody, and have a nice week.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
you, everybody. See you
Have
all
a good
next
weekend, everyone.
Thanks, Jackson. Thanks, Sorry. Thanks, Riku.
Sorry, Riku.
Bye,
You well.
you guys. Bye-bye.